Yo. It's your main man, Kel Breezy. I'm here again with a video. This time, I'm going to talk about a few things that circle around in the WWE rumors and updates and news. First, I just want to say I'm so grateful to hear that Asuka, apparently she survived a Vegas shooting that happened here recently. She escaped. Man, that's great news because Asuka, anybody hates to lose anybody in any kind of shooting, because there's so many shootings going on in this world, especially me being from the 901. I hear about it quite often. So I am just grateful that Asuka made it out alive. Not trying to single her out, but since it's talking about wrestling and she's a wrestler or sports entertainer, just want to be grateful she made that out. Once again, your favorite Edgehead, Edge, is turning down rumors of him being in the Royal Rumble or even returning to in-ring competition. You know, I would love to see Edge come back because, you know, his retirement, along with Daniel Bryan's at the time, was one of the ones that really, in my era watching wrestling, it affected me because unlike Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair who retired, Edge has so much more to give in the ring. As far as Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair, they was arguing age and they had done it so many years and so long. Edge had a lot more in the tank, a lot of more great matches he could have had. And I would love to see him to come back, but, you know, like Triple H said, he got a lot going on. He's a family man. He's a husband and a dad. So I wouldn't want him to jeopardize that just to please the fans by coming back in the ring, even if it's just for the Royal Rumble. It just takes one serious bump. He could be paralyzed. So, but if you come back without any trouble, I'm here for it. Great. But hey, if you don't, do the right thing for you, Edge. So, anywho's, speaking of returns, but not a return, Chris Benoit, his son, wants to wrestle as Chris Benoit Jr. I don't think that's a good idea, man. I mean, think about how his dad ended his career and his life. I don't think it'd be a good idea, you know. I understand he want to wrestle, but it's really not a good idea to try to be Chris Benoit Jr. You know, if you chase, some way he got proof that his dad didn't do what he did, and he was framed and somebody killed him and his son and wife, you know. But it would be a good move. I mean, I don't think anybody want to touch him with a 20-foot stick. So, man, that sucks. Speaking of sucks, the penis flip that Joey Ryan does, apparently RVD says he's embarrassed to call himself a wrestler because of Joey Ryan's penis flip. I get it. You know, it's not really a wrestling move. It's more of a gimmick thing and it's an entertainment thing. And then RVD getting up in that age where a lot of wrestlers, you know, they be in their feelings about stuff and they be nitpicking about every little thing. You know, you had wrestlers who was nitpicking about the spots that the Young Bucks and Ricochet and Will Ospreay were talking about. That's not wrestling, that's acrobatics, that's gymnastics. RVD's getting them in that point. It's like, man, leave it alone, man. It's entertainment. It's something different than the traditional stuff. Of all people, RVD should understand that it's cool, you know, do something different that's not traditional. Mr. Monday Night, Mr. 5-Star Frog Splash. Especially the stuff he's been doing with these women, all this sex stuff and kissing and making out and stuff, you know. How he cut off Brian Cage. Speaking of Brian Cage, is he signed AEW or is he not? Because SoCal Essential said he did sign AEW, but his wife said he didn't. What's going on with that? Somebody please! I'd be cool to see him in AEW. You know, Impact, I feel like it's a pit stop for a lot of wrestlers that's coming up in the wrestling world like Brian Cage. And it's a retirement home for guys like RVD where I got nowhere else to go, so I might as well go there. That's how I feel about Impact. Anybody that's an Impact fan who wants to ask me about it, I will say it again. Anywho, I know I gave Drew McIntyre the loser face of this week. I know I did. I need a mic that works, damn it. And that mic was working. But I'm going to give it to CM Punk. Hear me out. On WWE backstage, he said he thinks that Keith Lee should win the Royal Rumble. Why? I'm not saying that he's not capable, he's not talented enough, he's not starting, but he's dominating NXT with the Undisputed Era. Undisputed Era is the hottest thing in NXT and NXT UK. Seriously, they may be the hottest thing in WWE. One of the hottest things in WWE. And he's killing it with those guys. The matches, the storyline, he's killing. I say don't try to burn the candle on both ends, you know. Say he did win the Royal Rumble. Now you gotta try to build up a good storyline where it's not a waste. And then you gotta try to finish his storyline in NXT strong. Where he takes L's. Where he taking L's on NXT constantly to take him off of that programming. Then put him on the main roster and try to build him up. Well, think about who's the champs. Vince's favorite, Brock Lesnar. And then the crowd's favorite, The Fiend. Do you want this man to leave NXT where he could potentially be a champion this year and come to the main roster and be fed to Brock Lesnar and The Fiend? No, it's WWE time, but that's not going to happen. It's not going to work. I say let this man go ahead and conquer and dominate NXT, become North American champion, and be world champion. Then, if he wants, which I like how Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa are NXT for life. If Keith Lee wants to move up, let him. But if he doesn't, you know, keep him there, let him keep the NXT brand going strong and keep it alive. But don't push him right now. He gonna end up like Apollo Crews and so many others, and he want to go back to NXT. And so I say no, Keith Lee. So that is why I say CM Punk today, you are the loser face of this day for that comment. Doesn't it just sucks me to say that to all you CM Punk nerd fans and do-boys and fanboys and fangirls? I'm sorry, that's not, I don't even, anyway. So, yeah, that's my little news and rumor roundup that I got for today. Yeah, if anything else anybody want to, rumor you want to spread or news flash, come on, comment down below. I will come back. We will make a comment. Yeah, we will. But you know, like always, you guys can find us on Facebook, Wrestling Rants 901, Instagram 901 Wrestling Rants, here on YouTube, Wrestling Rants 901. Like I said, so many more things to come. I'm your man, Kel Bree Z, and I'm out.